But it's Watson, but no B today. This is just gonna be a solo ride for today because the bee is doing homework and I need to relax a little bit. I don't know if you want to really hear about my Walmart adventures, but let's just say that I happen to know a Walmart location with 0 snow shovels. On the bright side, I do have like a step tracker on my phone, and I did a lot of work on that today at Walmart. But you don't want to hear about that. What we want to do is have fun, because I just want to have fun. Watsons just want to have fun. So we're playing Age of Empires today. It's a really old game. I think it's like 1999, Age of Empires 2. And I haven't played it for years. What I'm going to do is just kind of jump in to one of my favorite campaigns and play along and have a little story to go along with the campaign. And I am going to play Attila the Hun. It's one of my favorites. It's been a while. I can remember only a little bit about it, but I just really enjoyed it. It's, there's something about building up an army of horsemen and just kind of stomping through the rest of the map, and it's really fun. So Age of Empires itself, I should probably say, is one of my favorite games. I'm just going to keep this on standard so that I'm not embarrassed and that I can just have fun and learn my way around it. I'm probably going to edit this a little bit so that after this initial start, I'll skip through the economy development and get right to the battle parts, because that's cool. And we will just go from there. It's going to be great.
A severed head on a pike seemed such a grisly trophy to be displayed in the chapel at Chalon. And yet it took me weeks before I got up the nerve to ask Father Armand why he kept it. The ancient priest stared out the window for a long time, recalling days gone by. "I was there," he said finally, "at the Battle of the Catalonian Fields, fighting alongside Aetius and Theodoric the Goth. I knew there had been a battle here, decades ago. Peasants still overturned skeletons and broken shields with their plows from time to time."
Stay with me.
"Who was it, Father?" I asked him. "Who were you fighting?" He turned back to regard me, paralyzing me in his old man stare. "Attila the Hun," he said, and then he told me the story. The Huns rode out from the wilderness sometime in the 400s, eager to feast on a Roman Empire weak from internal corruption and the expansion of other barbarian tribes. It was the Huns who drove many of these other barbarians before them. They were terrifying warriors from the steppes of Asia, their bodies disfigured from ritual scarring, their legs deformed from a near lifetime in the saddle. Despite their fearsome aspect, the Huns might have been little more than raiders, had it not been for the leadership of Attila. He called himself the Scourge of God. Attila and his brother Bleda led the Huns not just to raid, but to devastate Scythia and Persia.
And you knew this was coming. Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Just kidding, we are the Huns and we want to defeat everybody else. Okay, where do I start? I should probably tell you in introduction that I made an earlier video and I have made lots of adjustments thanks to the bee's input. Oh man, there were so many rookie mistakes. I was like commenting while people were talking, little comments during that intro video, and it just rolled over everything and it was just really annoying. So this time, mark my words, I will move my cursor less. There will be less, it turned into like playing Galaga or something. This cursor was just all over the place. So I'm going to keep it smooth, keep it slow, a lot like slow churned ice cream. Smooth and slow. So, here are our objectives. Age of Empires, at least in the campaigns, is all about objectives. In this particular one, always it's defeat your enemies. There's very rarely peaceful objectives like build a wonder and defend it from everybody else. What we're out to do this time is conquer stuff. I'm going to have this unit, this high-powered horseman unit named Attila. He must survive. I can't let him die. So I gotta have this balance between getting him into trouble because he's gonna be my strongest unit versus retreat, retreat, run away like Monty Python. So I'm just gonna have to be really careful with him. Right now, my main objective is make sure Bleda is killed. Poor guy, little fratricide here. Return to the Huns camp. There was much rejoicing. Only then can the Huns ride against their enemies. Here's how the chimpanzees? Am I saying chimpanzees or something? Here's how the campaigns start. I'm given objectives. Here's a couple hints. Here's a scouts report. Scouts report we're going to cover. It says the blue Romans are to the south. The green Scythians are the west. It's going to be on the left. The Persians are on the right. I don't really want to mess with the mangonels and war elephants right now. So what I'm going to do is go for the Scythians first. The Romans are always going to be strong. And we'll see how that goes. Little hints. I can defeat Bleed in a couple ways. He can die in an accident. I just air quotes to there. Sleep with the fishes and all that. Can refuse his challenge. Flee the Hun camp. That's kind of wimpy. And that is totally what I did last time I played this. Like half an hour ago. I was just like promptly, Attila can't die. I'm out of here. And I felt bad. And I was like, I can't believe I just ran away from little tiny archers and Bleda. It was pretty pathetic. So this time, I'm going to be a lot more decisive in what I do. So, should be pretty fun. Look for allies. Scythians, I might not have to just totally defeat them, because I can pit them against the Romans. We'll see. Can only reach the castle age. It's going to get complicated, believe me. And I'll just be covering stuff along the way, so bear with me. So it begins.
You challenge my every decision. It is as if you seek to lead the Huns yourself.
Okay, I understand.
Very well.
That.
The iron boar lairs near here. Let the one who kills this mighty beast lead our people. This way, Attila. Follow.
Bleda will lead us to ruin. Perhaps he should not return from his boar hunt. Accidents can happen.
Have you ever had that disagreement? I feel like this is my little brother here. You seek to make every decision among the Huns, and you know, it was pretty easy to make every decision because I was like, you know, today I feel like a Kit Kat. You'd be like, no, I like Twix. And I'd be like, nah, Kit Kats today. That was how my childhood went. Pretty interesting, pretty dominated by candy. So,
Brax, brother. Ride ahead and see if you can flush the boar out.
I wonder if that's a metaphor for something. Flush the boar. I'm going to use that from now on. Oh, quick explanation here. Attila, you see, is yellow right here. Yellow-bellied Attila here. You'll see down here, here's his name, the Huns of Watson. Here we go. Attila has 450 hit points. That is spectacular for Age of Empires. Age of Empires is all about having units, making sure they don't die. Hold on a second, I'm going to pause this. That's the great thing about having a quick run through first, is you can figure out what pause is and how to figure out where an idle villager is. Anywho, I'll just do this quick explanation and call it good for this video, because I've kind of stretched it out a bit. Attila, 450 hit points. He has 13 attack. If his armor was 0, and if I attacked something of 450 strength with my 13 attack, every hit I do would be dealing 13 damage. Pretty simple mechanics here. Bleda, for example, has 210 hit points. If I was in just a straight up one-on-one battle with him, I would win. Simple mathematics. I have more hit points. It might get a little complicated because of this iron boar. He has 350 hit points. That's pretty hefty. As an animal unit, though, he's not going to be able to do much damage. So I'm not too worried, unless, spoiler alert, Bleda decides to bring in a couple allies hidden from the woods, who have just been, like, creeping there. Anywho, thanks for watching. I'm going to cut it short and leave the quest of the Iron Boar till next time. Until then, take care, and thank you very much.